वसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। I welcome everyone who are in temple and who are online in our study of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Our journey today 21st May 2025, and we will go further on our 4th chapter from the 3rd sloka. To recap, last time we talked about the lineage part. What is Vansh? And the knowledge is coming through the lineage. Hence it is important for the people. What is karma? Karma kya hai? It is important for maintaining the lineage, and it is duty of the believers to continue the thoughts. Otherwise, eventually it will be disappearing. Responsibility of the governing people. Rajarshayo viduhu. Last time we used the word Rajarshayo. We understood it. Why Rajarshayo? Out of all these 4 people, different type of rishis, Rajarshayo is responsible, the governing people. And governing doesn't mean only the people in politics. We understood it last time. Anybody who is in a governing position is supposed to be responsible for continuation of the knowledge. And that is why in the old time it was shouted when the kings are coming, Gau Brahman Patipal, and we talked about it little bit on that detail also. And then importance of power in society. When we say somebody is responsible, they should also have the power in their hand. Otherwise they will not be able to carry their responsibility. And that is why it is important to have power in the society for the people who maintain and continues the value and the culture. All our gods and goddesses have got weapons in their hand. Is it a representation of violence? Is it a representation of killing people? Is it not good to live harmoniously and there should not be any weapons? What does it represent? Does it represent atrocity on other people? No, it does not. And we understood it, the importance of power, and when the power is lost, the culture, the values, the knowledge is all gone. And we took the example of some of the countries at present in the world. They have lost the complete culture. And with culture, everything comes. It comes the values, the food habits, the clothes you wear, everything is coming. All of that is lost because the value of the power is not understood. Sanatana Dharma explains that very well, and all our murtis are also showing the same thing. So we will go from the 3rd sloka onwards, which we took a little bit, we just touched it last time. I'll chant the sloka first. Sa evayam maya tedya yoga prokta puratanaha bhaktosi me sakha cheti rahasyam yetaduttamam. Sa evayam maya tedya. Yeah, the same ancient knowledge. Which knowledge? Yoga. And we will understand the word yoga in detail as we go further. The whole Srimad Bhagavad Gita is telling about yoga. So, what is yoga? And Proktah Puratanaha. Puratana. We were talking about the word Puratana. It is not, Puratan means useless. No. Puratan means not applicable today. No. Ancient, but applicable. Sometimes, or most of the time, when the word ancient is used, people think it is not applicable today. Ancient history, ancient weapons, ancient time, ancient clothing habits, ancient food, We think that it is not modern. It is not modern, it is ancient. It is useless, not applicable, not favorable, not choice. There is no choice. No. It is ancient in the meaning, it is time tested. It is time tested. It has been proven in various situations through difficult times. May it be a natural calamity like drought, flood. May it be a political calamity like change of power, invasion. During all the time, this knowledge has been tested and proven. For what? For betterment of the society. That is why the meaning of the Puratanaha, Puratan, ancient meaning, it is time tested. It is not old, it is time tested and applicable today. Then we are going to discuss about two important words over here, Bhakta and Sakha. Bhakta and Sakha. Bhakto si me Sakha cheti. Sakha cha iti. So you are the same ancient knowledge of yoga, which is supreme secret. Rahasyam yeta uttamam. Uttamam rahasyam. And we talked about it. If it is rahasya, can you tell a rahasya? Can you tell a secret open to the people? Then it is known to everyone. When the God is telling it is secret, means what? So these three words we will try to understand. They are big chapters actually. Bhakta, there is a whole big 12th chapter in Srimad Bhagavad Gita which talks about the Bhakta. Bhakti Yogo Nama Dvadasho Adhyaya, 12th chapter. So we are going to talk about it in detail, but here the Bhakta word has come first time in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. First time in 4th chapter. So, what is important as a Bhakta here? Bhakta, why and who is a Bhakta? Who can be called as a Bhakta? One who has fully intellectual submission. Intellectual submission. It is not a blind faith. A person with blind faith cannot be called as a Bhakta. It is intellectual submission. I think this is one of the very important part in today's time especially. Because some people who think they are intellectual, they think that Bhakti is a wrong path. I will use my intellect, why will I use other people's direction? And some other part of people who think that Bhakti is the only way, so don't ask. Bhakti means always connected. A Bhakta is always connected. He is not only in case of need. We forget the contribution of the God when we have success, and we curse and cry at the God when we have a failure or we have a fall. That is not a Bhakta. Bhakta is always happy. Why? Because he is connected with the God. Having connection, sayujya, there are so many words for that, but they are all completely explained in 12th chapter. What is a Bhakta? But he is connected. He is connected with the God. And because I am connected with the Almighty God, I am happy in any case. I am not worried. But important part is, it is intellectual submission. It should be intellectual submission. It should not be a blind submission, a blind faith. A blind faith cannot be called as a Bhakta. There is a major part of intellect for being a Bhakta. And a Bhakta considers every moment in life as a prasad. We have talked about prasad multiple times. What is a prasad? Having a banana or shira after the Satyanarayana Katha, we get a prasad. Is that a prasad? Definitely, it is. But it is not limited to that definition only. We have talked about it. And we will touch to this point again and again. But here what we are looking at is God is telling that I am going to give you this ancient knowledge which is rahasyam, secret. Why? Because you are my bhakta as well as my sakha, my friend. So here one of the important part is that you tell your rahasya, you tell your secrets only to either your bhakta or your friend. You cannot tell it to other people. On the other hand, you tell all your rahasya to your friend and bhakta, so that you share. But which type of friend, which type of bhakta, that we have to see. Now here, as we talked about the bhakta quality, there are again there are so many points. There are so many points there, but we are going to talk in little detail on every point. Bhakta is always an active person. He is not passive. God willing. Both people use the word God willing. Inactive people as well as the active people. Active bhakta also talks as God willing. Something great happens, he says, मैंने नहीं किया, भगवान ने किया. भगवान की मर्जी से हुआ. Why he is telling that word? Because he has a intellectual modesty, and also he knows that there is a hand of Almighty in every action which I do. That is why he is telling भगवान की कृपा से हुआ. Unfortunately, the same sentence is used by inactive people. जो बैठे रहते हैं, जिसको कुछ करना नहीं है, वो भी they also speak the same word. भगवान की कृपा होगी तो होगा. भगवान की इच्छा से होगा. And then they sit idle. The biggest example in history is the looting of Somnath temple. When only 300 to 400 horse riders comes with the sword for looting the Somnath temple. There are 40 lakh people in that country who do not defend. Why? भगवान की मर्जी होगी तो सब हो जाएगा. The God will take action. Inactive people, they use the same word, and that is why it becomes so confusing. One person is so actively working, and then very modestly, very piously, he is telling whatever work is done is because of the God. On other side, a person who is completely inactive, who doesn't want to work at all, is using the same word. And that is why we see two different kind of people in the society. It's very important to understand that a bhakta is an active part of that group. He is not an inactive part. Whenever somebody says भगवान की कृपा से होगा, आपने क्या किया? दूसरों को छोड़ दे, खुद को पूछो मैंने क्या किया? What I contributed. And then once I did it, I asked the help, the strength from the God. मैं ये कर रहा हूं आपकी कृपा से. हाँ, मेरा आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है, मगर करना खुद को पड़ेगा. कृपा उनकी होनी चाहिए, उसकी ना नहीं है. Narsi Mehta is asking, give me the garland. He can order. A bhakta doesn't mean only one who is holding two hands, like ऐसे गरीब सा दिखता हुआ दुबला पतला, एक थप्पड़ मारेंगे तो गिर जाएगा, एक भी रेजिस्टेंस नहीं करेगा. ऐसी एक इंप्रेशन दिमाग में आ गई है, बहुत डीप इंप्रेशन है, उसको निकालना बहुत जरूरी है और मुश्किल है. भक्त यानी क्या? जिसने कपड़े डाले हैं, माला डाली है, बाल बढ़ाए हैं, गरीब है, जो पैसा नहीं कमाता, जो पैसे वाला नहीं, जिसको मसल्स नहीं है, दुबला पतला सा है, राम 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 बोलते बाजू में बैठा है, कुछ कर नहीं सकता. दैट इज अ रॉन्ग इंप्रेशन. श्रीमद् भगवद गीता इज डायरेक्टली चैलेंजिंग दैट. When God is telling Arjun, Bhaktosi me sakha cheti, Bhakta, you are my Bhakta. How come Arjun can be a Bhakta when as a warrior he has killed so many people? He has made so many women widows. So many children became orphan because of him. How God is telling him Bhakta? We have to revisit. We have to revisit the definition of Bhakta in our mind. That is the way to revamp. That is the way to understand the correct meaning of Sanatana Dharma. Bhakta. Also, the another word, submission. पैर पड़ गया, surrender. You surrender yourself to English word. There is no equivalent English word of bhakta. People will use the word devotee. Devotee, who is devotee? Who surrenders. Surrender word comes when there are opposite people. There are people who are enemy to each other, and one of the powerful person will oppress the other person to commit surrender. दो लोगों की दुश्मनी में जब लड़ाई होती है तो हार जाने वाला सरेंडर करता है. भक्त सरेंडर नहीं करता है. भक्त साथ में काम करता है. भक्त वर्क्स टुगेदर, कीपिंग द गॉड टुगेदर. दैट इज व्हाट इज भक्त. सो द वर्ड सरेंडर और सबमिशन does not completely explain the psychology of bhakta as explained in Sanatana Dharma. It does not explain. Being together is bhakta. जो विभक्त नहीं है वो भक्त है, जो दूर नहीं है. Being together. And when you are together, you communicate. When we are together, we are communicating. Maybe on phone, but still on the phone also today, we are together. When you are together, you communicate. The Bhakta communicates every second with the God. He may argue, he may fight, he may quarrel, he may sing, he may put bhoga. A Bhakta can do everything. But important part is together. He or she feels the touch, the continuity of existence together with the God. That is bhakta. जो विभक्त नहीं है वो भक्त है. Some people use the word अधीनता स्वीकार करना, जिसने भगवान की अधीनता स्वीकार. अधीनता not in the term of surrender. अधीनता in the term of intellectual submission. तुम्हें मुझसे ज्यादा पता है, इसलिए तुम मेरे लिए जो करोगे वो मेरे लिए अच्छा है. ऐसी दृढ़ भावना. That is bhakti. It is not forced over by power. And what power? Various powers. भक्त, बहुत लोग बोलते हैं भक्त वर्ड यूज करते हैं. फला फला महाराज जी हैं, उनके भी बहुत भक्त हैं. महाराज जी के भक्त हैं. सो द फोर्स, विच फोर्स? एजुकेशन. कुछ सिखा दिया, अभी मैं तुम्हारे से ज्यादा बड़ा, मेरी ज्यादा अक्ल है, मैं जो बोलता हूं वो करो. नो, नॉट लाइक दैट. थ्रू मनी, थ्रू मसल. No surrender or submission through these powers. Through fame. We see people, कोई बड़ा, some film star comes, everybody gather together. What that film star has done for you in his life, personally, what did he do? Nothing. But we are ready, especially in southern India. There are temples of movie actors and actresses. I can't believe that. They become bhakta for what? फेम से, चेरिस्मेटिक, उससे भक्त नहीं बनते. किसी की चेरिस्मेटिक देख के भक्त नहीं बनना चाहिए. और फियर इज अनदर बिग पार्ट. हेल और हेवन नहीं मानोगे तो नर्क में जाओगे. आदमी कांप जाता है, ऐसा डर जाता है. Hell, and then the explanation of hell. It is so surprising how that thought has been convincing the ages of the human race. The physical pain explained so well, but we don't go there physically. Fear of hell or heaven. That is not bhakta. भक्त को स्वर्ग या नरक की खेवना नहीं होती. भक्त is not asking for hell or heaven. I am with God. God कहाँ है? Hell में है क्या heaven में? Where is God? He is in hell or he is in heaven, or he is somewhere up, and then there are two departments under him. Well, as long as God is there with me, why should I be worried about hell or heaven? When Almighty is there with me. There is a nice song in Hindi. तेरा साथ है तो मुझे क्या कमी है, अंधेरों में भी रोशनी मिल रही है. When you are there with me, the Almighty is there with me. When my Father is with me, my Creator is with me, why will I be worried whether I am in hell or heaven? They do not work for the reward. They work for the connection. God likes it, I will do it. Like that. That is what it is. It is not by force, it is not by fame or fear. Another part is it is not taming. A horse is caught from the wilderness. Then he is tamed. His two teeth on each top and bottom are removed. And then a fixture is put over there. And then he is tamed. Once he is tamed, even if you remove it, the horse will come running. It is not taming. It is not psychological brainwashing. It is belongingness. Okay, what is the example of it? Gratitude towards the parents and teachers and social reformers. Last time we talked about Gotra. Why the Gotras are given the name of Rishis? Kashyap Gotra, Bharadwaj Gotra. Why? Why the naming is given on the Rishis? Because they did great work, social reformation. So we remember them. And each Gotra, the genetic signature is identified by that name. They have done the work for the society. They work for the society, they work for the people as their brothers and sisters by the same Creator. A father working for the family, day in and out, working hard, earning money, traveling at distant places, living alone. Why? Belongingness for the family. Mother is cooking, not for her own. She is cooking for the whole family. Whatever is good for them, whatever they like. Why? Belongingness. And that is why even it is told that to understand the God, to become a good bhakta, you should be gruhasthi. You must experience the gruhastha ashram. One of the largest and biggest misunderstanding today is one who is not a gruhasthi is considered as the biggest bhakta. And people who are grosthi, they think that we are sinners. There is lots of cleaning of thoughts to be done. So we'll go one by one. That is the reason why we are doing Srimad Bhagavad Gita. The God has told Arjuna as a bhakta. A killer, how can he be a bhakta? Arjuna got married multiple times. He had so many kids. How he can be called as a bhakta? Imagine in today's life, if we have a person in our society who has killed so many people, who has got lot of money and muscle power, who has got lots of women and kids, will we call him a bhakta? We can never imagine that. God is telling Arjuna bhakta, that itself is a spark should happen. A spark should happen in our mind. Oh, God is telling such a person as a bhakta. That means bhakta is a different definition. Bhakta is different than what is the general understanding in our mind. We will go to through that whole point in detail when we are coming to 12th chapter. But we should remember what is a bhakta. Agar hame take an example, if we want to decorate the house, what do we do first? We want, Diwali is coming or some good day is coming, then we want to decorate the house. What do we do? First we clean the house, and then we start putting decorations and all those things in our house, isn't it? To understand the bhakta, this is the first step. To clean the wrong thoughts in our mind, the wrong understanding, presumptions, impression in our mind. Bhakta यानी क्या? रुद्राक्ष की माला डालकर राम राम बोलता हुआ दुबला पतला सा किसी का भी मार खा लेने वाला, वो भक्त नहीं, ऐसा नहीं. So we have to understand. So this is the cleaning work we are doing. Cleaning of the misconceptions. So God has told Arjuna as a bhakta, why? We have to ask ourselves, how Arjuna can be a bhakta? Bhakto sime sakha cheti. And also there is an external impression. In Abrahamic religion, a devotee means one who follows the book word by word. Word by word. Doesn't ask any question. And by following the word and the books, is striving for heaven. That is what Abrahamic religions are defining. That is what is devotee. In Sanatana Dharma, devotee is not working for the reward, but working for the love towards the God. He is working for the love towards the God. मुझे प्यार है. The mother has got love towards the family, so she is cooking. The father has got love towards the family, so he is running around and earning money by any way to feed the family. There is no expectation of reward, but belongingness. So impression of Abrahamic religion is incorrect if we take it in Sanatana Dharma. ये करोगे तो स्वर्ग मिलेगा. Sanatana Dharma never says that. Sanatana Dharma clearly says about karma. 3rd chapter, the whole Gita, 3rd chapter is only putting importance on that. Karma yogo nama trutiyo adhyaya. Karma yoga. ये करोगे तो स्वर्ग मिलेगा. God never said it in the whole Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Never. मेरा बात मानोगे तो तुझे स्वर्ग मिलेगा. Never he has told. Nowhere. तेरा कर्म है, तू तेरा कर्म कर, उसका तुझे फल मिलेगा. स्वर्ग नरक की कल्पना नहीं है. Actually there is a definition of नरक. It will come. नरक क्या है, नरक के द्वार क्या है, What are the doors to enter the Narka? Trividha Narka Dwara. There are 3 doors. It will come. But let us not jump. Let us come to stick to our shloka. So, Bhakta. That is why he is calling as Bhakto Sime Sakha Cheti. Bhakta. And then Sakha, the friend. Who is a friend? A friend in need is a friend indeed. जब जरूरत पड़े तो दौड़ता है वो friend. Have you seen any friend when we need him and he says that I am not going to help because you are doing a wrong thing? Then he is not a friend who is coming in the need. Who is a friend? In friendship, I always do the comparison. Karna is also a friend of Duryodhana. And Krishna has got friend. Bhakto Sime Sakha Cheti. Arjun is a friend. Sudama is a friend. Who is a friend? With equal power? With equal intelligence? Who is a friend? A friend is someone with whom you share a bond of mutual affection, trust and support. Even in wrong time, he may scold you. He may scold you. He may beat you. Friends fight, no? They fight. We remember in our young age time, झगड़ा करते थे बच्चे. But they are friends. They tell each other, he is my best friend. Friendships are chosen and formed through shared experiences, interest and emotional connection. There is no expectation. Shared experiences. A friend is someone who sees the pain behind your smile, listens without judging, and stands beside you even when it is easier to walk away. That is a friend. In normal, simple terms. But when a person will do like that, ऐसा कब होगा? When a person will do like that, he will not walk away, he will be there, he is seeing, the pain behind your smile and all. When they will be able to see that? When? What is the root level? What is the single level, single point which is creating this big, nice friendship tree? What is a friend? A friend will do the work without asking. These are all definitions. But what is a single? Nowadays it is told, friendship, PPP, for pleasure. Pleasure के लिए friendship. Purpose के लिए friendship. Friendship for purpose. Purpose is done. If the purpose is served, work is done. Friendship is gone. If purpose is not served, still there is no point in keeping the friendship, so friendship is gone. That is not friend. Purpose, pleasure or principle is not a friendship, because that will break after some time. He is my friend. When I moved my house, he helped me. So now when he is moving, I will help him. That is not friendship as per Srimad Bhagavad Gita. You are helping each other. That is humanity. We mix the friendship with humanity. It is humanity. It is human to help others when they are in need. Where is the friendship coming? मदद में किसी को मदद कर देना जरूरत के समय पर, वो फ्रेंडशिप नहीं है. वो फ्रेंडशिप नहीं है. हाँ, फ्रेंड को मदद करते हैं, मगर जरूरत के टाइम पर मदद किया इसलिए वो मेरा फ्रेंड है. इट इज रॉन्ग. इट इज इनकम्प्लीट. सो हु इज अ फ्रेंड? Simple question. Am I friend? When the God is telling Bhakto Sime Sakha Cheti, am I a friend of God? Simple one test. When I go to the temple, Do I go there for crying? Do I go there for asking help? When there is no help required, I don't go to the temple. Then am I a friend of God? Either for asking for something or for crying for something because of a bad situation. Other than that, do I go to the temple? हाँ, मंदिर जाते हैं. क्यों जाते हैं? माता जी के मिलने के लिए. ये मेरी माँ है, माँ को मिलने के लिए जाता हूं. Do I go there for that? Then you are a friend. एक हफ्ते से देखा नहीं, माँ को मिला नहीं. Do I go there? मंदिर इसलिए जाता हूं. क्यों जाता हूं? माँ को देखा नहीं, एक हफ्ता हो गया. प्यार है माँ के साथ. Do I go there? If I go there, then I am friend. Without reason, ऐसे ही आके घर पे, you know our best friend, our experience is what? हमारे बेस्ट फ्रेंड कौन से होते हैं? बगैर अपॉइंटमेंट को आके बैठ जाते हैं. क्यों? बस ऐसे ही आया तुझे देखने के लिए, मिलने के लिए. क्या काम है? काम कुछ नहीं, ऐसे ही बैठा हूं. तेरे घर पे बैठना था. I wanted to be with you. Together. That is friend. काम था इसलिए आ गया. तुझे काम था इसलिए आ गया, नहीं तो मेरा काम था इसलिए आ गया. ऐसी फ्रेंडशिप लंबी नहीं टिकती. विदाउट एनी पर्पज, विदाउट एनी प्लेजर. उसके साथ में अच्छा लगता है, अभी अच्छा नहीं लगता है तो मैं नहीं जाता, छोड़ दिया हूं. दैट इज नॉट ए फ्रेंडशिप. सो गॉड इज टेलिंग अर्जुन दैट यू आर माई फ्रेंड एज वेल एज यू आर माई भक्ता. इट इज इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड भक्ता, बट इट इज डिफिकल्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड द फ्रेंडशिप विद द गॉड. भगवान के साथ में दोस्ती कैसे करना? बिकॉज ऑल आवर अर्लियर डेफिनेशंस ऑफ फ्रेंडशिप इज व्हाट? शेयर्ड एक्सपीरियंस. भगवान के साथ में शेयर्ड एक्सपीरियंस कहां हुआ? वो तो उधर मंदिर में बैठा है. शेयर्ड एक्सपीरियंस का, शेयर्ड इंटरेस्ट. मुझे जो इंटरेस्ट है भगवान को है क्या नहीं, क्या पता. So how a friendship with God can happen? जरूरत में मैं मदद करने के लिए आ गया. भगवान को क्या मदद की जरूरत है? He is almighty. He has got all the power and capacities. How can I help him? So how I can become a friend to the God? That's the question. So bhakta is easy to understand, but friendship with the God is really difficult. And we will understand it as we go further. But this is important that the God is telling Arjun a bhakta as well as a friend. Bhakto si me sakha cheti. How can I say a powerful person as my friend? Can I say some big president of a country that he is my friend? He will not even know you. He will not even care for you, and he is not even talk to you. So how the God is my friend? God is my friend because he has helped me at various occasions. But am I friend with the God? Question is that. Friendship is mutual, isn't it? So if the God is my friend, he has helped me in every situation. To that extent it is bhakta. But am I the friend of God? That is the question. How can I be friend of God? Very important. See, once we understand this, then what will happen? That the activeness of the bhakta will kick in. Activeness in the bhakta will kick in only when we say that I am the friend of the God. भगवान मेरे मित्र हैं, मैं भी भगवान का मित्र हूं. और जब ऐसा काम करेंगे, when we work like that, then the God will say, Bhakto si me sakha cheti. The God is telling that you are my friend. Imagine, I tell some big president, oh, he is my friend. Nobody will care, oh, who knows. But if that president is telling my name, oh, he is my friend, then it becomes a friendship. Then your name is increasing. Then people will recognize you. Bhakto si me sakha cheti, what a shloka. It is explaining so many things. जो चलती आई हुई डेफिनेशन है भक्त की, वो नहीं है। सखा की डेफिनेशन वो नहीं। Have I helped the God any time? Very big question. हाँ, मैं अगर उसका मित्र हूं तो मैंने उसके लिए कुछ काम किया, उसको मदद की, भगवान को मदद, helping an almighty. Have I done any time? We have got example. Last time we took it. हाँ, श्री कृष्ण भगवान गोवर्धन पर्वत उठा लिया ऐसे। सब लोगों ने लकड़ी लगाई, भगवान को मदद की ना। भगवान को जरूरत थी नहीं जरूरत थी अलग बात, मदद की ना। लकड़ी लगाई गोवर्धन पर्वत के नीचे, हम भी उठाएंगे हम भी उठाएंगे। हाँ, कान्हा थक जाएगा। Have I helped him? First of all, to help him, then we should know what is God's work. Otherwise, how we can help him? And both has got the Sakha and the Bhakta. The friend and the Bhakta has got one common point which is important, and that is ego dissolution. भक्त और मित्र में दोनों में ईगो डिसोल्यूशन इज ए कॉमन फैक्टर। वो होना ही चाहिए। जब तक ईगो है, जब तक न तो भक्त बन सकते हैं न फ्रेंड बन सकते हैं। सो विल स्टडी फर्दर इन 12th चैप्टर अबाउट भक्त। नाउ रहस्यम, व्हाट इज ए रहस्य? सीक्रेट, रहस्य। इफ द गॉड इज टेलिंग सीक्रेट, व्हाई ही विल टेल ओपनली? सीक्रेट मीन्स व्हाट? Definition of secret is it is or it can be understood only by the person who is targeted for that message. Other people, even though they listen, they will not be able to understand. That is rahasya. What is rahasya? Only the person who is listening and targeted for that message is able to understand. Other people will not be able to understand. And that is why when he is telling that you are my bhakta and sakha and I am telling you the rahasya, we will laugh. Oh, you are already telling, we are also reading. हाँ, मेरे पास भी है, अब भी नया लेके आया। हाँ, brand new Srimad Bhagavad Gita written by some great person, analyzed, I have brought, and I will now know every rahasya in it. You cannot, because to understand that rahasya, you should know the language, the message in the rahasya. Otherwise you can't understand. So when the God is telling rahasyam, what secret he is telling, what is he revealing? We have got a small kind of a funny story. You know, if there was a guy, this guy is bringing his friends at home, unknown to his wife. घर पे आता है, दोस्तों को लेके, 4 दोस्तों को लेके आ जाता है. Then he is telling the wife, खाना बनाओ, साथ में खाएंगे. We will all eat together. I have brought my 3 friends with me. Now there is less bhaji at home. Wife was not ready with all the vegetables and everything. So wife is cooking whatever is possible. भिंडी की भाजी बनाई, भिंडी fry. Now everybody liked it, so they are asking, अरे थोड़ा और भिंडी दे दो, थोड़ा और भिंडी दे दो. Now there is less amount of vegetable available. So the wife will say, नहीं, वो हमारे हस्बैंड को, भाई को भिंडी की भाजी पसंद नहीं है. हाँ, my husband doesn't like भिंडी की भाजी. Now husband knows that I like भिंडी की भाजी, but when husband will hear that sentence, हाँ, रमेश doesn't like भिंडी की भाजी, husband को भिंडी की भाजी पसंद नहीं. It is a rahasyam. It is indirect way of messaging the husband. Don't ask for more vegetable. It is only limited. So let your friends eat. Rahasyam. Just by reading or listening that भिंडी की भाजी, उनको पसंद नहीं है, we will not understand the rahasya. You should be that near. उतनी nearness होनी चाहिए. That is why भक्तों सी में सखा चेती. रहस्यम is told for भक्तों सी में सखा चेती. ऐसे ही रहस्य नहीं चलता है. Anyway, we will come again next Wednesday, 6 to 6:45, and we will try to understand the this sloka, what is the secret, why it is called told as the secret, and then we will go to the fourth sloka of the fourth chapter when we come next time, next Wednesday, 6 to 6:45 p.m. Till then, I wish everyone a good time. Take care of yourself. The weather is very nasty outside, so take care of your health. Vasudevasutam devam Kansachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Para Brahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah.